What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 52 of the Lugo Chronicles. I had a little idea for a show to help out a few of the people that kind of like comic books and but are like, oh man, it's too far along, I probably missed a lot, it's gonna take mad long to catch up. So I thought that maybe I could just help you with that and catch you up on what's going on in at least one of my favorite comic book teams, which is X-Men. I know there's a lot of X-Men fans out there, and they're like, oh man, I have no idea what's going on. It was like last time I read that shit, like Wolverine lost his adamantium, or fucking, you know, this shit from like fucking 95 or something. But I'll catch you up. I'll start off with this big event that happened a while back ago, and I'll try to get to current events that are going on now. So if you're interested in learning what's been going on, just, you know, stay tuned, and I'll probably maybe mess up my order or mention some characters that are not really in there because I'm just pulling this shit out of my head. So feel free to correct me, you know, all those other hardcore fans, if I make any mistakes. But okay, so I'm gonna start at Avengers Disassembled. Now, most of you know Magneto has two kids. One of them is Quicksilver, and the other one is Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch has these like kind of like hex powers, and she also has the power to kind of like alter reality and change it to however she wants it to. And nobody knew like she was like that brolic and powerful, like she could just change certain things, and then she just blew up and she went a little crazy and decided to please her father and to kind of bring peace to the world. It would be cool if she made mutants the, how you call it, you know, not hated, but like they took over. It wasn't like a violent takeover. It was just like they just ran shit. And thus started the House of M. She altered reality and made mutants number one, and humans were like just like third-grade citizens. And she just changed everything. Like Magneto ran the world, and all the mutants that were scared of you know, of who they were, they actually were popular. They were movie stars, celebrities, and stuff like that. And everything was going good. The problem was there was one mutant who woke up in that world and was like, this is not what it's supposed to be, which was Wolverine. And Wolverine woke up in the helicarrier, like flying in the sky next to a redhead who later turned out to be Mystique. And he was like, wait, this shit ain't how it's supposed to be. So that dude just jumped off the helicarrier onto like the middle of Times Square and try to find people that he knew. And little by little he started realizing this is not how it's supposed to be, this is not how the world was. So he finds a couple of humans that have like an underground resistance against all the mutants that took over, which was like led by like Luke Cage, and Hawkeye was in there, and there was a couple of others, but whatever. They got together, stopped the world, you know, changed the world how it's supposed to be. But at the end, Scarlet Witch was like, oh, I can't seem to make anybody else happy, so maybe what I should do is just, the world will be a better place without mutants. So with those words, no more mutants, she stopped new mutants from being born, a lot of the mutant population to die off, and there was only at the end like 200 mutants left that were at the verge of extinction. So this is when I'm not like really too sure about how this happened, but I guess like the X Mansion where they usually lived, you know, in the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, they moved to asteroid M, which was sunk a long time ago by San Francisco. Magneto raised it from the ground, and they made an island out of it. They called it Utopia. And all the mutants that were left all gathered there. So that happened. And the X-Men were just trying to figure out how they could survive this. No new mutants were being born. All the humans that really hated mutants thought that this was their best chance to just erase mutants from the face of the earth. So it was a dark time for all mutants involved. And then out of nowhere, poof, one mutant was born. And Cerebra picked this up. Cerebro went crazy a while back ago, and they had to make a new machine to help them find mutants. But Cerebro picked up a new mutant being born, and so did, if you remember, a villain called Mr. Sinister. He heard about this new mutant being born, and so did the group of humans that were trying to kill the last of the mutants. So everybody went to that one place, and the X-Men sadly were like the last ones there, and everything was burnt and destroyed, and all the babies were killed. Everybody was basically dead, and the X-Men were losing hope. But then they found out that Cable, Cyclops' son, that he sent into the future a while back ago. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Cable. He's like one of the coolest fucking characters. I love Cable. Cable got there first before anyone. Grabbed that first mutant that was born and left before they destroyed that town. And everybody was going after Cable, trying to, you know, grab that mutant first. And Cable decided that the best thing he could do is just go into the future and protect that baby there. And he did. He disappeared into the future for a long time, and everybody went back to their normal thing. And then, meanwhile, in the future, Cable raised this kid, which was a girl with red hair, and he called her Hope Summers. And her mutant power was like she can mimic anybody's powers that surround her. So that was cool. And he trained her like Cable would train somebody. Like he trained her in a soldier. He trained her in the future in like post-apocalyptic timelines and shit. He made her a soldier. And then eventually Hope was like, I think we should go back. So Cable was like, if you think you're ready, then let's go back to, you know, the present, the actual timeline. So he did. And once that happened, all the bad shit started going down again. Everybody was going after her, trying to you know, kill her. Hope ended up in Utopia, and this bad guy called Bastion decided that he was gonna destroy the whole mutant race in one swift blow by covering the whole San Francisco and Utopia in this giant sphere. And this sphere, nobody could get in or out. And inside that sphere, he opened a portal into the future, where all the like Sentinels and Nimrods from like the apocalyptic timeline were coming through, just fighting the X-Men. And the X-Men were trying to hold the line, trying to protect Hope. A lot of people got hurt really bad. A lot of people, actually, like a key character got killed. And then what happened was, well, at least two. By the end of it, two key characters were killed. But one of them was already back, and the other one I'll explain later. But Wolverine and his killing squad, X-Force, went into the portal to destroy the master mold that was making all the Sentinels and sending them to the future. But the thing was, like, it was a one-way ticket. Once he goes there, it was Wolverine, X-23, Archangel, Warpath, I think Domino, and Cable, and maybe I think that's it. I might have missed one or two, but yeah, they went into the future, and they stopped Master Mold, and then Cable sacrificed himself to keep the portal open. He let because he has this techno-organic virus inside of him, which is the reason why Cyclops sent him into the future to in the first place, and he let the techno-organic virus take over so he could use his full power to keep the portal open, let the rest of the X-Force team get out, and he sacrificed himself. And died. And they closed the portal, killed all the Sentinels, and they were saved. And yeah, after that, Hope, they found out that Hope had the power to, no, after that, a couple of mutants were being born every now and again in different parts of the world. But the problem was that they were a little crazy, so they had to send, for some reason, Hope, when she touched them, they would be able to control their powers, and they used her for that for a while. And they started gathering mutants, but there were still people trying to kill all the mutants that were left. You know, not enough mutants were being born fast enough, so everybody was still like, we gotta get rid of the mutants. So Cyclops decided, like, yo, we're on the verge of extinction. We need to take shit seriously. We can't, you know, all the kids that they were training, we can't treat them like kids anymore. We gotta treat them like soldiers. We gotta, you know, prepare to you know, protect our kind by any means necessary. So Wolverine was like, that's not right. They're kids. They shouldn't be treated like soldiers. And Cyclops was like, but yeah, you know, I run shit, and you know, I decide what we do. And Wolverine was like, well, I don't agree with you. I don't like you using kids as soldiers and treating them as such. And they got into a fight. It was crazy. They fucking fought while this giant sentinel that I think it was the Hellfire Club, sent to kill them. He was huge, and like in the comic book, you see them fighting, like Wolverine stabbing him, Cyclops just blasting his hand out, and in the background you just see the Sentinel getting closer and closer to the island, to Utopia. And then eventually they stop fighting and take down the Sentinel. And then Wolverine just decides to open up his own school and take as many kids as all the kids that want to go with him, and you know, be kids, grow up, learn in a school environment with him. He opened up his own school called Jean Grey's School for the Gifted. Or Jean Grey's School for High Learning, one of them, and which is that made my heart all, this nigga really loves Jean, but you know that. and Cyclops, ran his little army, and everything was kind of working out good till they found out that the Phoenix Force was coming back to Earth. Pretty sure everybody saw the animated series. You remember the Phoenix? Well, Jean Grey has been dead for 10 years, so the Phoenix Force didn't have anybody to possess. So they were thinking the Phoenix Force is coming. It's probably going after Hope. It's probably trying to use Hope as a host. So the Avengers found out about this, and the Avengers went to Wolverine and said, "What do you think we should do about this?" It's like Wolverine was like, "The Phoenix Force is dangerous. We can't let it get to Hope." And then Cyclops was like, "Nah, man, this is a good idea. Maybe if the Phoenix Force possesses Hope, it'll reignite the mutant race, and we won't be going into extinction again or anymore." And of course, they disagreed. So, Avengers versus X-Men. And that's still going on right now. The Avengers are fighting the X-Men, and a lot of shit is going down. I'm not gonna get into it because I really want you to get into it. It's 12 issues. I think they're up to issue 10 or 11. Might be 11. But there's 12 issues. 12 hasn't come out yet. Or maybe it came out today. But anyway, get on it. It's crazy. The beginning is the art, it's a little, because Romita Jr. hate him. But after that, it gets good. And yeah, there's a couple of things I miss here and there, like not for some reason, I know why. Jubilee's a vampire now. Nightcrawler's dead, but if y'all read Age of Apocalypse, Wolverine's killing squad, X-Force, actually went into that timeline, and some shit went down there. If you want to know, read it. But anyway, when they came back, that Nightcrawler from the Age of Apocalypse joined them, so that's cool as fuck. Let me see what else. Little things here and there. That don't involve AVX. Yeah, every time I say Jubilee's a vampire, everybody's like, "What? How the fuck that happened?" It's like when the whole No More Mutants thing happened with Scarlet Witch. A lot of mutants lost their powers. One of them being Jubilee, and she felt all weak and shit. And I guess the writers were like, "Oh, let's make her relevant again. So let's make her a vampire." So she's a vampire. There's New Mutants, Generation Hope. Like, Hope had her own team for a while, but they canceled that. I kind of like Generation Hope, but yeah, it's that's what's going on now. And if you all remember what happened with the New 52, like everything mostly getting rebooted, that's kind of gonna happen after AVX, Avengers vs. X-Men. So if you don't even want to like get into it, everything I just talked about, and start at AVX. In a couple of months, everything is getting a little tweaked, rebooted, so you can get in there, start fresh. Everything's #1. I recommend you really, give it a shot, give it a try, because comic books are awesome. But yeah, any questions about any other superheroes? I might not know about them, but I know Comic Book Fans United, and we know everything. Together, we know everything there is to know about comics and everything. So just ask us. Thanks for watching. That'll be all for now. Oh, and a lot of people have been asking me like, "Oh, why don't you post Courage Wolf or Velociraptor anymore like you used to?" And it's like, it's because if you've seen memes blew up now, they're everywhere. I've seen like IGN and a couple other companies just posting them to advertise their shit, and it feels like it doesn't feel as cool as it used to. Like, I might bring back Courage Wolf, but I don't know. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. But enough talk. Have at you. Snaked. Okay, so I decided to record myself singing this one part from Devils Never Cry. It's like my favorite. I think I do it very good, but like I gotta hear it. See how I sound. I'm listening to it right now. I'm gonna skip to that part right now. I'll just leave it here. It's about to get there. I need something to be a microphone. I'll use this little pen. Here we go. Life of vengeance, a past self-test. Until the grave that I will rest. Engage the pressure until it crumbles. The existence of lifeless black souls. Onward to a sacred battlefield where justification and limits are revealed. Tools are steeled and rage they conquer. We are the victim of the victim stalker. The power matters to end the madness. Upon I take it to end the savage. The race of light and truth of meaning. To my father the blood is bleeding. A justice rage for all to feel. Where innocent cries and hatred squeals. The goal of evil seems to satisfy when slain and maimed and pacified.